Hey, welcome back to part 2 of the unboxing review of the Crossman Game Phase VOODOO Tactical Shotgun, or Tactical VOODOO Shotgun. So I'll show you what this little speed loader does. You load them in here like this. Now unfortunately, it does have this problem here that if you tip it backwards, all the BBs will come out. That is a little problem. Now you can have them in your hand and just scoop them out like this, which kind of adds like a little vacuum. What I would suggest is getting a piece of tape and putting a tape over this, or better yet, getting a little piece of cardboard, cutting out a cardboard that's a little bit small enough to fit on the inside, and then taping it. So then you can pull back the tape, which will have the cardboard on there, and then put it back together again. This way it kind of keeps it all together, instead of it just, coming out like this. Because that is a problem. And don't throw this away. You definitely are going to need a speed loader. And if you lost the speed loader, well, you're a blank creek, you know what I'm talking about? You're F and the A. So this is going to be your friend to the end. So do not lose this one. And speaking of, I gotta try to figure out how to keep the BBs in here without them all coming out. So then we have this. Looks like your typical plastic unjamming wad, You got a jam, you just want it in there. Yada yada yada, it's done. Hopefully the problem solves itself, that stuck BB is out there, but this also serves as another function. This is actually your ramming wad, or your loading wad. So what you do, you put this on top of your magazine, then you take this rod and then you stick it in there and you push it down, and that's what shoves all these 18 rounds of BBs into the magazine to make the speed loader work. So this functions as two things, both a jamming rod and a speed loader ramming rod. Okay, so these are two parts that you definitely do not want to lose on the field. And if you broke them, well, this one I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit more easier to replace. This one, not so much. So yeah, just to kind of give you a heads up. So the gun looks good, feels good. Let me move my camera back some. Okay. So yeah, pivoted wheel on the side here for side mount flashlights and lasers, scopes and more scopes, more flashlight lasers right there if you wanted to. It is a pump system, so you got the pump. There's the swivel right here for the mount back here, which is metal. Although I guess you could also wrap one through here, because I have it on my M1A1 carbine. Not M1A1. A1 16. I have my M16, okay? I have it on that gun. That I use a single point swing that I wrapped it through this little hole here. But this one has two swings to go over the complete shoulder. Kind of like how you do with a rifle. You just grab this little button right there and you can extend the stock. Here's the ergonomic finger grip for the handle. Nice little trigger. Here's the bolt right here, which I don't know how good you could kind of see it, but there we go. Disengage, engage. So right there's that bolt. Push the button to take the magazine out. Here's the magazine. Now the magazine does have, well, you do have to take, and I know it's a little hard to see on camera here, but see right there, the magazine release, there's one on both sides. You do have to squeeze both of them together to release your magazine. Now loading it, it looks like there's a little thing back here to load it. But I don't think it loads in that way. I mean, it does look like it loads right there, but I'm not seeing any way for it to pull out or anything. So I think it is a top load one at a time type of thingy. Because according to this, they're saying in figure 4 doesn't really say much. Okay. It says either by hand or using the cooler speed load, load to 19 BBs into the magazine. Insert the loader into loader. Insert the loaded magazine back into the airsoft gun. Okay, so don't know what that's for, but that's pairing. Wait a minute, 18 or 19 rounds. The box says 18, but the pairware says 19 rounds, so not really sure. So how do we load this? Let's bring the camera forward a little bit so that we can kind of get a better look at how to load our magazine. Okay. So we have our magazine. There's the spring right there. We're going to take it, we're going to put this on here, push it down like that, hold it like this, take our ramming rod, I think you want to have the flat end, and just kind of wean those BBs in there. When no more goes in, you've done the job, it's loaded. Put back the ester. So this one's actually a little too big of a tube, because it'll hold about 2, 4, 6, 7 ester rounds BBs in here. So the tube actually holds 7 ester BB rounds, which is a little too much, but oh well. So as you can see now, the little white thing, they are fully loaded with BBs. One end is blunt and rounded. The other end is kind of somewhat flat. When you load it as a ramming rod or to load it with, use the flat end. The round end is more for getting the unjam out of it. Before we load it up, let's take a look at our swing here. See how good it is. Yeah, it looks okay. A little small, but we'll have to adjust it. Let's clip it on. With the magazine. And just say squeeze. Now it does have swivels on one side, so I'm not really sure which way you're supposed to put it on. Because the box technically does not show it on or installed, so I guess it depends on if you want the swivel up front or the swivel on the back. I don't think the swivel would make more sense on the back. Then you just go ahead and adjust it. Just like that. so that you have it a little bit longer. Now let's load in the magazine. Now where's the hop up? Hop up is cleverly located right there. And you probably can't see it too much on camera because it's a black gun. Even in person I can't really see it. So push back is normal. Push it forward is hop. So right now it's on normal. Now it's on hop. Normal. We're going to set it for normal. And we are going to compare shot to shot with the Mossberg M590. So hopefully you can see it there. Mossberg M590 versus the Game Face Tactical VOODOO shotgun. So side by side comparison, which gun is better? Which gun is scarred? So first up, we're going to use the one straight out of the box, the VOODOO. And we're going to be using our clever little Black Ops Ignite Sticky Target here. Both guns will be controlled range, so like, okay, that gun was a little bit closer, that gun was a little bit farther. Both guns are going to be at the same range. Let's let the camera line up here. Okay, the VOODOO tactical gun. Safety off. Going live. And I just want to get this lined up right there underneath the camera. Okay, it is cocked. And going live and firing 5,